Hi everyone, I'm Sonia and I'm here today to book talk An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This is a young adult book that can absolutely be enjoyed by adults as well. In this fantasy with a Roman bias, the Empire of Marshall is split into two social castes. There are scholars and martial elites. The martial elites rule the empire. Soldiers are trained at Black Cliff Academy. The soldiers are called masks because of the mask that melds to their face to hide their identities. The head of the academy is the commandant, a heartless woman who accepts no excuses and rules with torture, marring, and death in abundance. No love or understanding escapes from this woman, even for her son. Her favorite form of torture is taking out eyes, and the author doesn't let the reader escape from the torture either. The book is filled with bloodshed and very descriptive tortures. Um, under the commandant's guiding hand, the masks are trained year after year to protect the empire and rule with an iron fist, crushing all the scholars that don't obey. Which leads us with the scholars. The scholars are the lowest class. They've lived under martial rule for over 500 years. Some live obedient, quiet lives, and others live as slaves who are there just to serve everyone, whoever's in charge of them. They are often beaten and tortured and raped. And also within these scholars, there's a band of resistance called the Rebels, and their plan is to overcome the empire and um, eventually rule the land more democratically. So that leads us to the main characters. The main characters are Elias Viturius and Laia. Elias has almost completed his training as a mask at Black Cliff Academy. With many deaths by his hand, Elias is an exceptional student. He's been chosen as one of 4 students that will have to be tested through trials to see if he can win the head seat of emperor for Marshall. So, will Elias succeed? Do we want him to succeed? You'll have to read to find out. And then there's Laia. Laia, on the other hand, is a scholar. She's one of those that leads a very quiet, meager life. She lives with her grandparents and her brother until one day her house is raided by masked soldiers. Her grandparents are killed, and her brother is taken off to be imprisoned. With no one else to turn to, Laia turns to the rebel resistance. She asks them for help. They don't really want to help one girl. That doesn't further their cause, but she convinces them that she is worthwhile and she can do the job. So they say, "All right, we'll help you and we'll break your brother out of prison if you work as a spy undercover, work directly for the commandant as her slave." And the commandant is famously cruel to her slaves, but her brother, Laia's only family left is her brother, and she'll do anything for him. So she agrees to it, and she goes to work as a slave and a spy under the commandant. So see if she makes it or not. Within this book, there's smidgens of magic. There are mythical creatures. There are 2 different love triangles, maybe between masks and scholars. So you'll have to read the book to find out. There's a very ambiguous ending at the end of the book, and that'll leave you grasping for book number 2, which is called A Torch Against the Night. And if you like this book and you're looking for other read-alikes like it, you might like The Red Queen by Victoria Avgard or Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Thanks.